I will be showing 3 ways to do enchanting. One is very exploitative and requires a Bloodchill Manor from the Creation Club becomes built in with the Anniversary Edition. Then there will be a way with 0 exploits and will take a bit longer than the previously mentioned way. There are 3 trainers, 2 in Skyrim, 1 in Solstheim. Hamal and Markarth, then in Solstheim is Neloth and the Tel Mithryn Tower. Getting to Solstheim requires Dragonborn DLC. Enchanting XP is earned in 3 different ways: enchanting weapons, disenchanting weapons, and recharging weapons with soul gems. I'll go over all these ways and which works best for each. Firstly, enchanting weapons. I had 6 total different variables and changed each variable one at a time to make sure I was not getting any wrong numbers. Here are the 6 variables: Black Soul Gem, Petty Soul Gem, Steel Sword, Daedric Sword, Soul Trap 1 second, Soul Trap 5 seconds. Prepare yourself for some yapping. I reset my chanting down to 15 and had the Mage Stone ability. I enchanted a Steel Sword with the Petty Soul Gem with 1 second of Soul Trap time, and went from level 15 to 17 and a third. Then I did a Steel Sword with a Petty Soul Gem and a 5-second Soul Trap. It went from level 15 to 17 and a third. I then did a Daedric Sword with a Petty Soul Gem and 1 second Soul Trap time. Once again, 17 and a third. I got 17 and a third for all of them and changed the enchantment to absorb health. I did it all again, changing back and forth between absorb 1 health and absorb 5 health. Still got 17 and a third for all of them. I conclude that you would get the same XP regardless. Enchantress Potion, Drought, Filter, and Elixir do not increase the XP from any of them. I thought I was missing something somewhere, so I went online and looked around. It turns out, regardless of what enchantment you put on, which soul gem, which weapon, the level, the cost, the anything, you'll get the same XP regardless for what is enchanted. So you're better off enchanting cheap iron daggers with cheap souls and sell them back to earn money to buy more to repeat the process over and over again. Disenchanting is much easier to explain. You find an item with an enchantment you don't have and you disenchant for some XP. The easiest way to comprehend this is big percentage number, big XP. Small percentage number, small XP. You can only learn the enchantment once, so you only have a certain number of disenchantments before you can't get any more. The last way you can earn XP is by simply recharging an enchanted weapon. It doesn't matter how much you recharge it, all that matters is the soul gem you use to recharge it. A petty soul gem will get you next to nothing, but a black soul gem will give you a lot more. Here is the first and most broken method. The only requirement for it is you cannot visit Solstheim before doing this, as it will no longer work in the intended, unintended way. I'll show many examples of this for people with Anniversary Edition and people without Anniversary Edition. For the Anniversary Edition, and with exploits, you can have 100 enchanting after 10 minutes of leaving Helgen. I hate saying that because of how clickbaity it sounds, but it's true. The first thing you'll do is head to Myrwatch. It is just east of Morthal. Head inside and enter into the other section of the house. Grab a Hearthstone and an unenchanted staff. We will now go to Whiterun and dupe these until we have 10. I found another way to speed up duping. After you have your follower pick up the item, just grab it from their inventory and drop it again, as it will save on loading screen time. You repeat that 5 times, and when you fast travel and come back there, you'll have 5 each. 5 on the ground and 5 in his pocket. I will do anything I can to cheat faster in this game. Next, we will be making our way to Bloodchill Cavern, just southeast of Dawnstar near the top of the mountain. Head in and kill the vampires, which is easier said than done, especially at level 1. Once they are dead, head over to the Staff Enchanter and make 10 of these. Congratulations on 100 enchanting. This sadly does not work on the Myrwatch Enchanter. If you've already visited Solstheim, don't worry, as the Staff Enchanter method is still viable, you'll just need to enchant around 185, but the number will be slightly lower since I did not have the Mage Stone equipped when I did that. I left in this footage just to show that once you discover Raven Rock, the XP multiplier no longer applies within the Bloodchill Cavern. It will act the same as every other staff enchanter, requiring 185 staves, 100 enchanting.
You lead, I'll follow.
For people without Anniversary Edition or the Mention Creation Club content, this is still possible, but it will still require around 185 staves. Go to Solstheim, which requires the Dragonborn DLC. It is pre-installed with Special Edition and Anniversary Edition. Go over to Telmithrin. It is located in the southeast side of Solstheim, and go into Large Mushroom and buy an unenchanted staff from Neloth. Then head back outside and mine a heartstone from one of the many ores nearby. In order to gain access to a staff enchanter, the quest, The Reluctant Steward, must be completed. It is given to you by Neloth. He tasks you with finding his steward. They're dead. He then asks you to find a new one. Go to the Retching Niche and find Drovis Relvi. He will accept the offer and go back to Telmithrin right away. He then gives you access to the staff enchanter, allowing you to craft all the staffs. This last one is for people who do not have any DLC or any Creation Club stuff, which is a very small amount, but I want to cover all bases in one video. You can just buy petty soul gems, iron daggers, and just enchant them with costly enchants. Sell the daggers to vendors and repeat the process.
We got plenty of steel. We've got the finest weapons and armor. Good doing business with you.
Or what you could do is have the Black Star begin the Civil War questline and have a soul trap weapon, and kill every person you can on both sides, putting their souls into the star. The side you choose will never aggro towards you. For example, when capturing Fort Sunguard or Greenwall, you always have at least 8 friendly soldiers spawned in. They can each be soul trapped once or twice before it will stop, along with every enemy soldier in the fort. Another option is instead to quickly recharge your weapon between every kill. You could also duplicate the Black Star 10, 20, 50, or as many times as you like. If you enchant a bow, your bow will lose some enchantment regardless if your arrow hits or misses a target. Meaning you could shoot an arrow at the ground, recharge with one of the Black Stars, pick up the arrow, and then repeat this for as many souls as you have stored. I'm showing here that it is possible to duplicate the black stars. I have 9 in my inventory right here. If the Civil War questline is complete, the other option is to wipe out a lot of bandit camps, taking all their souls and using them as necessary. I would love to give a quick, unscripted thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel and liking, sharing the videos recently. My channel has grown exponentially in the last week, 10 times more than it has grown in my first 5 years doing this. I will continue to make more guides like this that are much better and comprehensive, where I find more than just exploits.